What's up, YouTube? Beatdown here with a tier list for low-level ranked and low-skill players in Marvel Rivals. If you're like me and you're solo queuing and you're stuck in elo hell, right now I'm in Silver 2, or if you're brand new to this genre of game, this is going to be a tier list for heroes to play to try to climb ranked. To start this list off, I'm going to put Iron Fist and Spider-Man both in the do not touch tier. Low-level players do not know how to play these heroes properly. They're really for diving the back line, trying to get a quick kill and getting the hell out. I see too many people standing in the front line trying to fight tanks with these characters. If you're a god tier gamer and you're really good at Spider-Man and you can make it work, yeah, play them. But other than that, they don't bring a whole lot to team composition other than just dive, get out, dive, get out. And a lot of low skill players don't know how to do that properly. I would say for Adam Warlock, I would put him maybe in a high B tier. I don't see him a lot getting played in low level. He's good for reviving, but outside of that, his heals don't feel too great. Black Panther, I would say C tier, really situational, depends on the map. You need to be able to flank. He's really strong if you're someone like Necros, but if you're hard stuck bronze, hard stuck silver, you're not Necros. Don't play him too often. Black Widow. I'm going to put Black Widow in do not touch just because I feel like in low levels, she's kind of dog shit. If you have really crazy good aim and you're hitting headshots a lot, sure, she's probably really strong, but I feel like she's kind of useless. Hulk is an A tier tank for me, especially in low rank. If you are a hyper aggressive player and you have another tank on your team, like a Magneto or a Strange, picking up a Hulk is never a bad idea. You could dive, you could beat the crap out of the supports, you can jump back out and survive. Cap is kind of the same way. You need another tank. A solo tank Cap, you're just going to get farmed. Don't do it. Cloak and Dagger, S tier healer for low rank. Cloak's ult in low rank can win you in every engagement on a final push for a point. Another S tier healer for low rank, Luna. That ult utilization is great for push. It's great for stopping the other team mid ult. If you're in bronze, if you're in silver, and you are a support player, use Luna or Cloak and Dagger. I'm just going to get this out of the way now. Strange and Magneto, both S tier tanks. Probably two of the best tanks in the game, especially if you are new to tanking or if you're an experienced tank. All right? Strange's shield, one of the best shields in the game. Magneto has 2 shields built into his kit that stop almost every single ult in the game from killing you or a teammate. Side note, Strange portals, stop trying to use them to trick your opponents into jumping off the map and all that crap unless you're a really high skilled player or you have a lot of hours on him or whatever. If you're low level, use his portal to get to an objective quickly. If in the beginning of the game or the end of a round when you're, just barely at the end and you just need a little bit of help to get there fast. Groot. I would put Groot in B tier for low levels. All right, a lot of low level players will not utilize his walls correctly. If you like Groot and you like his kit, he does do a fair bit of damage. Watch some Grandmaster players play him. Learn how to use his walls properly. A lot of low-level players will place his walls in places that stop the cart from moving, stop your team from being able to push, actually help the enemy push you into a chokehold. You're just not playing him right. Pick up Magneto, pick up Strange, learn Groot in quick play, learn how to use his walls better. Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye is going to be an A tier. Yes, he's a skill shot player, or a skill shot character. Hitting headshots is very important on Hawkeye. It's hard to do if you're low skilled or if you're, playing on controller on PC, you don't have aim assist or whatever. But Hawkeye still does a fair bit of body shot damage. So if you're not hitting the headshots consistently, you can still hit the body shots. Still pretty strong. His ult really good for low-level players from distance. You can poke people, really push people back. Hella is S tier. She's the best DPS in the freaking game. She's hit scan. Just click on their heads. All right, click on their bodies. She does a good bit of damage. Her ult, really good. I'm going to put Iron Man in B. All right. I know Iron Man just got a buff. A lot of people are going to think I'm crazy. Yes, he's strong. Problem is, if you fly ahead of your team, which a lot of low-level people do, and you just sit in the air and do your abilities, someone who is playing a Punisher, Bucky, they're just going to pick you out of that sky. He's situational on low levels. If you have a strong team comp and you have someone that can really get the attention of the enemy DPS, play an Iron Man, fly up, stay near your team, fly ahead, kill supports, back out, right? Really situational. Jeff, low-level ranks, a lot of people think Jeff is amazing, S tier. Yes, I get it. He's cute. He's fun. This man is an eco-terrorist that commits war crimes. He's a B tier healer, though. Jeff just doesn't do enough healing. A lot of the time when I have a Jeff in my game, I have a Groot. Jeff is sitting on Groot the entire time and either dies very quickly or just doesn't really heal anybody behind him. If you're going to play Jeff, stay on the damn ground, heal, utilize your ult to pick off the tanks or pick off the supports. Stop trying to swallow the whole enemy team. All right. Get what you can get and get out. He's mid. All right. Let's be real. He's mid. Loki. Loki in low rank is actually kind of a fun pick if you are good with him. He's not a super hard character to play. Like, his kit's not crazy difficult to use. He's really annoying. He's good at making the enemy bait his clones. You can run into a point as a Loki, run around, go invis, and kind of make the enemy team chase you a little bit. I wouldn't say he's a phenomenal healer, but he's good at killing time. Magic. I would say Magic would be high A or high B, lower A. A lot of people don't really know how to use her, but she can be really devastating to supports if you can get in the back line, kill one, and get out. If you are a, Luna or a Cloak or a Mantis or whatever support character you're playing, and there's an enemy Magic on the team and they kill you once without anything bad happening to them, pray to God, because the rest of that game is going to be hell for you. Mantis, I don't see a whole lot of Mantis in low tier or low rank. I haven't played her too much myself, so I'm not really sure how strong her healing is. So I would just put her kind of middle of the pack. Moon Knight, A tier DPS for low rank. He's really forgiving with, the bounces that happens with his onk. But for the love of God, stop using your primary on the onk itself. You do more damage if you hit the enemy that is closer to your onk. It bounces from the enemy to the onk to them. If you go straight at the onk, it just bounces off the onk once. All right? Start utilizing the onk better. Flat out. If you're coming down a lane, the enemy's ahead of you defending, throw the onk behind them and target the closest person to the onk and watch them melt. You will also be able to farm the hell out of your ult doing that. If you have a Groot on your team, communicate with them when you have your ult so you can ult on their ult. It is a devastating combo. It's one of the strongest in the game. But you need to communicate. That's a big thing too. Low level rank, communication is key. And not just screaming at your healers that you need healing. All right? Actually coordinate your attacks. Neymar. I would say Neymar's A tier. He's a projectile, so you do have to lead his shots and all that stuff, but he's really good at protecting the flank. Every time I've had a Neymar on my team, the supports have not had to really worry that much about getting jumped on and picked off. Penny. Penny is a C-tier tank. She is, quote-unquote, noob bait. A lot of people look at Penny and think, oh, okay, I'm going to go mine the front door and people are going to blow up. She does damage because she has a cannon, but she's not that strong for a tank purpose. Yes, you can make it work. Yes, you can win with her. But overall, should you be playing her? If you have a Strange, if you have a Magneto, you're the second tank? Sure, why not? If you're the only tank on the team, no. You should not be picking her when you can have a better pick to win. Psylocke. I would put Psylocke A tier. She's an incredible flanker. Her kit is perfect for getting in and getting out. She does damage, and her ult can be devastating in the back line. Stop running at tanks with Psylocke. Go around, go to the back, push the supports back. You don't have to kill them. Just put damage on them and run away. All right, and then come back to the front, put some damage on the tank, then go back around and go to the flank. Hit and runs. Punisher. Punisher is S tier in low ranks. All right, I understand. Oh, it's Soldier 76. No one plays him at high ranks. I don't give a damn about a Grandmaster player when it comes to Punisher in bronze and silver tier. This man will burn tanks to the ground. His ult is fantastic. All right, he's got good movement with the zip line. He's got a smoke grenade. If you have a rocket on your team, even better. But for the love of God, stop throwing your turrets down while you're getting shot at or attacked by the enemy team. Put them in a safer spot where you can get an angle. Rocket. I'd say Rocket is B tier, high B tier. His healing doesn't seem great, but if you have a Punisher on your team, you have a Bucky on your team, fantastic to pick up a Rocket, especially if you have like a Luna or a Cloak and Dagger who's kind of doing well healing solo. His ult kind of a little bit left to desire. It doesn't seem like it provides too much utility for defense. But, you know, his armor packets, his freaking unlimited ammo for Punisher and Bucky, and his revives can be clutch sometimes. I would say he's a really situational character. Scarlet Witch, C tier. She doesn't really do a whole lot for the entire team outside of you may be able to get a team wipe with her ult if the other team just don't have thumbs or fingers, right? If you're playing brain dead players, you're steamrolling them. Scarlet Witch, yeah, you could take over a game, especially with her ult. But the higher you climb, she's just terrible. Squirrel Girl, I'd put Squirrel Girl in A. Her kit's really good. You know, she's got that good bounce. She's got the stun. She's got good poke damage. A lot of people don't understand that when you jump up in the air with her, if you press E, your leap is instantly off cooldown. You can use it again. Her ult, pretty good for a team fight. A lot of people don't shoot the squirrels, don't realize you can shoot the squirrels. So yeah, Squirrel, pretty strong. Star-Lord, I would say Star-Lord is high A, low S. He's really good at alt farming. He's really good at just kind of being an annoyance. If you can hit your shots, right? Don't just fly straight in and expect to burn everything to the ground just because he's got two, you know, machine guns in his hands. Play the flank, you know, use your movement, use the kit properly, fly around, and you'll be fine. Farm your ult, use your ult, try to kill the supports, get out. Storm, you don't see a lot of Storm I don't see a lot of Storm in lower rank. I'm starting to see her a little bit more now that I'm playing against golds. She's pretty strong, but you just don't see her that often. I think that there's just better options for lower skilled players. Her ult, though, best thing about her, super devastating. Thor, I would put Thor in A tier. The thing about Thor is you don't see a lot of him. When you do, he's either dog shit or he's taken over the game and it's somebody who really knows how to use them. I feel like Thor is another instance of you have a shield tank already. You want to have an aggro tank. Cool. Thor is an option. He's pretty strong if you know how to use him properly. Venom in low rank, devastating. People are scared of Venom in low rank. He's not that good in my opinion, but in a lower tier rank, If you have a Magneto, you have a Strange, Venom is always a great option. Just dive, pepper the shit out of people, swing out, get heals, repeat. Okay? Bucky. I put Bucky in A. If you can hit your headshots, play Bucky. If you can't hit your headshots, don't play Bucky. His ult's pretty good. Outside of that, lower players are not gonna, hook the right people to pull in and kill. Wolverine. If you know how to play Wolverine in low ranks, S tier. 95% of the player base in gold or below, in silver and below, is a do not touch. They just have no idea how to use them properly. Learn him. He's one of the most devastating characters to use against tanks. Mr. Fantastic, I would put in B. I feel like he does damage, but not enough. He's kind of like a weird mix of a DPS tank with his inflated form. You can, if you're smart player with him, and you have somebody, say like a Punisher on your team or Star-Lord or somebody doing decent damage, and you just come in and clean up the kills, he's really good. But I feel like 1v1 equally skilled player versus equally skilled player, Mr. Fantastic versus, a Namor or a Bucky is not doing as much damage as them. The Invisible Woman. I would put the Invisible Woman lower tier, probably low A, like an A minus. Her healing is kind of okay. A lot of people just heal with the shield. Her shift ability, the orb she throws out, it's good poke. I feel like it can be a little helpful. Best thing about her is her ult in a team fight. But that's really it in low ranks. Unless you're, Shroud or, like a super high level Overwatch player that just is coming over to Rivals, don't touch his bottom row. Practice them first. Learn the maps, learn the flank, all that good jazz. Then you can come back. So let me tell you something. If you pick up an Iron Fist in low rank and you know how to flank properly and you know how to get in and get out, you can take over a game. But just because you watch Sinatra do it in Grand Masters does not mean that you can do it with your 10 hours played and brand new to the game. All right? Slow down. Play the easier characters. Learn the game better. Learn the maps. As you climb your rank, you'll get better skill and you can start to kind of mix and match. Also, team composition is a big thing. Learn what heroes work together and what don't. And don't be afraid to flex. All right, I'm a tank main, but I flex. I'll play support. I'll play DPS. Everybody knows DPS is the most fun role to play in these games. All right, stop insta-locking. Start picking and choosing based off of what your team is doing. And I guarantee you're going to win more ranked games. You're going to get higher ranked. You're going to start getting better at the game. Stop blaming your teammates. Start looking at yourself going, what can I do better for myself? And you will climb ranked. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.